Hi, this is Satinder again from International English Group. The purpose of this video is because a lot of time the students are asking, I have given exam couple of times or I have given exam multiple times. I do not know why am I failing. So in this video, we'll be discussing around close to 20 reasons. I'm not sure you could be failing because of reason number 1, or it could be reason number 15 or reason number 19. It will be really good after watching this video. You can say, okay, this was reason number 1 because of which I'm failing, or this was reason number 14th because of which I was failing. Because for the success, it's very, very important. You have to understand what's going wrong, because if you do the things the way you did before, you'll keep getting the same results as you got before. So if you have to avoid this failure, and if you want a success pathway, understand the problems. Why are you failing? So let's discuss each one of them one at a time. The first reason is, which I personally believe, is group classes or unlimited classes. The thing is, practically speaking, if you are a part of a group of 40 people or 50 people, teacher is going to teach same thing to everyone in the class. Now, your requirement is band 7 or your requirement is band 6. Teacher will teach same thing to everyone in the class. Means you are given a shoe to wear, and what I mean to say is a template, or strategies which may or may not work for you. So let's say a shoe is slightly bigger in your feet, and your teacher is saying, don't worry, you just keep practicing with this shoe. One fine day you'll start running very well. I hope you are able to understand what I mean. So group classes are not good. The solution is get the course customized. Second reason is, sometimes students believe it's all about practice. Now, people or students, when they come to us after giving exam 25 times or 17 times, you're hearing right, 17 times or 19 times or 25 times. These are the students who previously enrolled in some unlimited classes. A lot of times students have got a fear factor that if I fail, what will happen? Can this institute help me again and again? The thing is, institute is earning money. They can offer you unlimited classes, but believe me, forget about getting the results, because they will teach you for 3-4 hours time, and round the year, they will repeat the same story, or they will start killing your time by simply singing a song. You're not coming in the institute for the practice. You should be regular for the practice. Keep practicing. So that's the only song you'll sing. They're going to sing around the year for you. So be careful. That the solution here is avoid unlimited classes, but at the same time, practice does play an important role. But if you have got wrong methods, if you keep applying, if you keep practicing, you are not going to progress. Okay. Reason number 3, luck. You say, my luck is not working. The rest, everything is fine. Everything is in place. It's only the thing is luck is not working in PTE. See, you need to understand what is luck. Luck is any event which is beyond your control. For example, if I do not know how to drive a truck, and if I drive truck and each time I hit somebody, I say my luck is not working. If I do not know how to cook the food, and each time I enter the kitchen and I destroy the dish, and I say, nah, my luck is not working, because I do not know the right methods or right recipe. So you don't have to blame luck. So that's the wrong way to say luck is not working. Some reason number 4. Fourth reason is, sometimes student says, my friend recently got very good scores, and he has shared the templates or strategies he used in his examination. So that's another reason. So it's for you to decide that, the template is not working or something else is not working. Now, reason number 5, it's I'll give an interesting case. This guy is a truck driver from Canberra. Now, he got his course customized with us when we took his entrance test, and instead of getting 65, he got 74 with us in our entrance test. Now, what he did was, whatever he studied with us, he started teaching his wife. See, it's none of our business. You can teach anyone you like. So after, when the wife failed 4 times, he called us back saying, how is it possible? Like, whatever templates and structures I used, instead of 65, I got 74, and my wife has failed around 4 times. And we simply said again the same thing, one shoe does not fit all. So it's again very common to see husband teaching wife or wife teaching husband. And see, everybody has got a different level of understanding. So anyway, this was reason number 5. Reason number 6, they say I was using AP Uni or I was using Alpha PTE, and when I was doing a mock test, I was getting a score of 70, but in the real exam, instead of 65, I just got 61. Or I was looking for a score of 58 and I was doing very good. My score was 62, 63, but in the real exam, I just got 54, 55. So these are third-party softwares. You can't rely. They can be used for practice, but you can't solely rely on them because it's your money going down the drain. So be careful when you're using these third-party softwares. Next reason can be sometimes, like I think it's reason number 8. They say sometimes students say I have been living in New Zealand or in Australia for almost 5-6 years, and I just gave the exam thinking that my listening skills have improved and my speaking skills have improved. Now I thought I'll make it, but today only I went for exam, and it was shocking that I did not even get 47, and I was looking for 65. So be careful. So living in these countries and taking exam is something different. Reason number 9 can be like my friend said, PT is easy, and if you've got 6.5, if you try PT, you can easily get 7. There's no saying no wrong, like saying like PT is definitely easy, but just on the friend's advice, if you give the exam randomly, you may fail. You have to, the method. You should know the methods how to crack this. Now, reason number 10, it's again a very common area where reason because of which the students fail, they do not know the marking criteria of PTE. If you do not know which question categories are important, where to focus, you may be putting your energies in the wrong direction. So that could be another reason. Now, reason number 11 is again very important. Who is your teacher? Who was guiding you? What is the success rate of that teacher? That's very, very important. I'll give you a very interesting example. One of our students did a course called 10 Days Challenge with us, and she got scores, really high scores. I think she got 84 by 10 days. When the teacher was making a video testimony with this girl, I still remember the name. Her name was Garima Modi. And the teacher was asking, can you share some about previous experiences? She said, I never told you that I have taken exam 17 times. This was my 18th examination when I cracked it. And if to share about the previous experience, it was really bad. In my past, exam, like in the last examination, when I went for the exam, my teacher was taking the exam. And when I asked him, what are you doing here? He says, I'm here just to to collect the questions. I'm just making a list of questions. Nobody is stupid enough or idiot enough, to spend huge amount of money for the exam and is having excuse that, I was here to collect the questions. Okay. So what is happening is students pose to be teachers and they start teaching others, like students like you. Now, 12th reason can be last time I failed in writing section and in the speaking section only by 2 points. But this time I got scores in the writing and the speaking, but I do not know what happened. I failed in the reading and the listening section. So it is very, very important that when you are practicing, like when you're giving exams multiple times, focus on all the 4 modules. It's very, very important that you balance. Otherwise, there are chances that you may lack somewhere. Now, 13th reason, this is again, I got to know from one of the students. This guy is from Punjab. He is in Canberra. When he first contacted me, he had taken 16 times. And when I was asking him, what's the reason that you've taken the exam multiple times? He says, I was very close. When I gave exam, I got 8 in all the 4 modules except the reading. So he got 83, 84. Reading was sitting on 79. In the next exam, he said, my score dipped to 71. Then again, I tried, my score went 77. And then again 73. So he was saying, my scores were juggling between 71 and 78. He wasted 16 attempts in that. So you may be very close, but don't make it a gamble. It is very, very important for you to understand what's the reason of your failure. Anyways, I'm just giving you an example. This guy studied only 3 days with us and we got him scores. of bandage in those 3 days. 14th reason could be, he said, like, I booked my exam, and then I got busy with my work or my family commitments, and because I wasn't ready, and I just did not get a time to study and just gave the exam. So that's again a funny excuse that you booked exam and you want to give exam without doing preparation. So how can you crack it anyways? So that's one of the reasons where the students fail. And 15th reason could be that in the exam hall your keyboard stops working, or your mouse stops working, or the pen they give it to you stops working, or it could be any problem. So the solution here is, in the exam, if your keyboards get stuck, or any key is not working, or let's say your mic is not working, mouse is not working, do bring this thing in the notice of the invigilators there, and ask them for some sort of a reference number or event number. So what will happen is, as a result, if that's their fault, at least they can give you one exam complimentary or free of charge. So, but anyways, because this way we got to know from one of our students, his system got hang while doing writing for a few seconds, and he lost marks only in the writing section. All other modules were good. So make sure that when you're in the exam hall, if something goes wrong, do report it to the invigilators there. Now, reason number 16. This is a reason, like, when a lot of sometimes students says the exam hall was very noisy. The first time test takers, because they never expect that they will be in a hall whereby they will be sitting next to 25-30 students, and everybody starts speaking the read aloud very loud, or everybody speaking the repeat sentences. So you have to mentally prepare yourself that it can become a fish market. So that's the solution for it. Reason number 17. Student says, I always lose confidence. I don't know what happens when I go to the exam. I panic. I lose my confidence. See, this can only happen when you're not prepared for the exam and you just try, and sometimes you have got a fear factor. If I fail this time, what my husband is going to say, or what my wife will say. Don't carry external fear factors. It's unless you're not fully prepared, do not book the exam. Now, another reason, number 18, for the failure, they said, when I prepared for this exam back in my home country, I was given a template, and I tried to use this template and it did not work. And the solution here is, like, when you're using smartphones, you have to update the software after every maybe year or a couple of months. Similarly, the strategies or the templates which were working couple of months back or years back may not work. You have to be up to the date of what are the latest templates or strategies which can give you the scores. Reason number 19. Sometimes students says, I heard from my friends that you have to mentally prepare yourself, that you have to fail 4 or 5 times. PT is not easy to crack, and unless you don't give exam 4 or 5 times, you can't crack it. Don't listen to these kind of friends. It's your hard-earned money. If you fail 5 times, $2,500 is going down the drain for nothing. It can be cracked. We have helped people, crack PT in one shot, and that too maybe 90 by 90. We had a student called Karishma from Fiji, and she basically she wanted 7 each for her permanent residency, and her husband wanted 6 each, which is as a dependent for her. Both of them enrolled in our 10 days challenge, and the Karishma got a score of 90 each, and her husband got 74, and both of them were first-time test takers. So that's no excuse, it was my first time. If you have got the right information, right knowledge, you can crack it in just one shot. Last reason, 20, which is according to my list. If you got any list, you can share with me, or you can put in a comment section. So 20th reason is, my friend gave the exam without doing preparation. So I tried. If my friend can do it, why can't I? See, this is again, when I was talking to a student, I was asking him, what was the qualification of your friend? He says he's a doctor, and I said, what's your qualification? And he says, I'm doing commercial cookery. Come on, you can't compare your knowledge with the doctors, So if you have to compare, always compare an apple with an apple. Okay. Now, if you have watched this video completely, in the comment section, please mention if I've missed on any reason, or if at least you can say, okay, I'm reasoning, my reason for the failure is point number 1 or point number 2. At least these can make other students aware. Believe me or not, people are wasting a lot of money you are living in a society whereby you should inform other friends or things, that what are the reasons for the failure, because if you're not going to, they will burn the fingers and then they realize. So if you want to help them, maybe share this video with them so that before the exam they are able to analyze what could be the reason for failure, and they can take some precautionary steps. In some of the points during the video, I was giving some sort of solutions to you, what can be done. And anyways, do mention in the comment section how do you like it, and if you can subscribe to the channel, will be great, because you will keep getting some interesting case stories of the students, or whenever we are uploading something new. So like and subscribe it, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.